What's up, guys? Frugal BC coming at you with kind of an impromptu live session here. Now, I might do something more regularly, and I haven't figured out a day for it, but I thought I'd just try out the format and see how it goes here. So, hey, make sure you tune in and feel free to leave a question in the comments. I will be watching them. In fact, I'll turn the chat on here just to make sure I got that on. So feel free to leave a chat. I'm going to give priority to any super chats that come in. So you'll get first dibs if you leave a super chat. But otherwise, I will try to answer everyone's questions today. And I'm going to answer some questions. I'm going to read out some questions that I've gotten on the comments too. So we'll be talking about that. Well, that just doesn't want to be straight, does it? All right, there we go. A little more, a little more straight. That's my Japanese baseball hat. I got way back in. Yeah, when was that? 2018, 2008 when I got that. So good idea. Wow, could you stop putting all these things on my screen, Restream? All right, let's look at it's kind of the format of the show that I'm going to do. First, I'm going to look at some of the ASAs, some of the top ASAs by market cap, just see how they're doing, how they're going up, down, what have you. Just kind of look at where they're at. And then I'm also going to do some questions on that I've gotten through YouTube. So we're going to do that as well. And once again, if you're just tuning in, make sure you ask some questions. Go ahead. Anything, I will do my best to answer anything Algorand related or even other cryptos. If there's other crypto stuff that you want to know, I might be able to answer. I might not totally sure. I'm going to adjust that a little bit. And something I'd like to do more often too. So I was doing kind of a live stream before, and then I had some webcam issues, which was pretty frustrating for me, to be honest. And that seems to be fixed. I got a new camera. It's going really well, working really well. It's Logitech 9.8, 9.10 or whatever it is. So let's start out looking at the charts. I don't think I can share screens on here, unfortunately. Add source, presentation, video storage, local video background. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. I can upload presentations and stuff, but I can't. Or maybe I can share screen. Yeah, let me bring that up first. So I can. This is cool. Didn't know that it would let me. So here we go. We are sharing the screen here. We are in Tinychart, and let's just look at how they rank it here. And for a long time, Yieldy was at the top. Now Algo Gems is. Algo Gems is at 33 cents. It is up 13% on the hour. And I wonder if you could change that. Nope. Let's go by market cap. Actually, let's just start it over. It's by liquidity. That's right. So Algo Gems actually surpassed Yieldy in terms of liquidity. That's really amazing. That's something else. Followed by GoMint. GoMint's up there. Zone is up there. Their game is live. I have not been able to play Zone. Every time I try to log in, I just get it's not the beach ball of death, but it's the crypto version of that. And so I haven't been able to try it out. I've been wanting to play chess on there because I actually like playing chess. I'm not really great at it or anything, but that's kind of annoying that I can't play it. Planet's up there. They're up 3.73% today. Look at Zone 2. Zone's doing really well. DeFi token down a little bit. That's up there in the liquidity. Opulus, that's a project I've been following. I haven't done a video on it yet because I don't see a way in which I can participate yet other than buying the token, and that's not good enough for me. I need to be able to participate in some meaningful way. Algo Stake, as we go along, I'm getting more and more bullish on Algo Stake just because the stuff stays in your wallet. Like I know in the beginning, I wasn't sure. I'm like, well, it doesn't use smart contracts, and I thought, well, at least it stays in your wallet. That's good. But actually, I'm starting to think that's the better option because if something happens, I mean, I've already lost one of my pool tokens just disappeared. It seems to be, it's there somewhere, but it won't show up in Tiny Man. But Algo Stake, it just stays in your wallet. That's good. Chips, it's a poker project, and Loudify, kind of rounding out the liquidity. Now let's see if we do it by market cap, which actually it's kind of surprised because like if you go to Coin Market Cap, that's how they list it. So then you have Asian reserve currency at the very top for market cap. That's down a little bit today. Xfinity Entertainment is up. Planet's still up there. Oculus. So Oculus number 4 in market cap, and then Yield EUC is down at number 5 on market cap, followed by Magma, Buy Token, which doesn't have a picture. Headlines up there. They're doing good today. And the Smile Token have a really good day today. Up 16%. Algo ESG, haven't heard of that one. It's a little over 1 cent, and it's up 3.69% on the day. Kind of wish I could change that to the 7-day. I think that's a little more, I just find that more interesting. Let's just see who's having a good day today. Moonies, followed by up 200%. I don't know what that one is all about. Followed by Block Party, Stable Doc. These are all ASAs that don't even have a picture yet. Spindle Yarn up 60%. Jim Coin up 54.9. Degen Token up 47.29. Horizon, EEN is in Zen, is up 38%, almost 39. Choice Token up 37.42. Crypto Smart Algo up 35.79. Orbital Gnome Strikers. I'm actually earning a little bit of this on the Algo Stake platform, and that is up 34.65%. So cool. So that's kind of a look at the tiny chart today. And let's see here. Well, I got a laughy face, so thanks for that. Oh, cool. It is showing my face. I wasn't sure if it was going to show that on the stream. Let us cut back to stop the share here. We are back. Reminder once again, you can leave your questions in the comment. I will answer it at the end of the show. As I mentioned, super chats will get the priority, but I just turn those on. But I'll probably answer everyone's questions, and I'm going to talk about some questions in the chat as well. Shoot, I should have that ready to go, but let's see. One moment, I'm just trying to pull this one thing up. Start now, create coins, premium. Oh, maybe it's a little further down. Shoot. I think I know where it is. Nope, that's not it either. I know there's a spot. I'm trying to remember how you get to the saved threads. I wanted to highlight this thread because I want to talk about it. I think it's a good one. It's basically asking about products or projects that you're excited about. So I'm just gonna find it the old-fashioned way. But I know there's a tab on the app. Yeah. By the way, I talked to Clifford from Alcamon today, and I did a video on the game. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Geez, I still have these on. Good grief. Forgot to take those out too. Yeah, we had a really good conversation. I'm really looking forward to posting that. I'll probably get that up over the weekend. And seriously? I know there's a way to find it. All right, I'll have to skip that for today. So yeah, cool. Appreciate that. I'll try to keep talking instead of searching for things, I promise. But hopefully people find it later too. So I'm just going to go through some of the questions I got throughout the week. I get a lot of questions in the comments, and I try to answer all of them. Let's see. If you guys missed some videos, like I did one on Celsius, which doesn't have an Algorand component. I'm not exclusively an Algorand channel. I just I just happen to do a lot of them. But yeah, someone said that. They said like, yeah, one of my first thoughts when the SEC ruled. This is Tyler Band commenting. When the SEC ruled against BlockFi is that it was done to protect the big banks. Like he said, there's no way they could ever compete with 7 to 10% APY in US dollar. I think it's important too because it's not just even though it doesn't involve Algorand, it's kind of an overreach by the SEC and by the feds. But more importantly, it's like it's not just that it's an overreach; it's that there's some really obvious bad things that are going on right now that they just don't touch, right? Like if they really wanted to protect consumers, how about those how about those check into cash places where they charge like triple digit interest rates, and they just leave people high and dry. I mean, they prey on consumers who are in low income ranges, and I'm just not okay with that. And that's perfectly okay, but like people earning a staking percentage on their crypto is a big deal. I don't get it. Oh yeah, so someone asked KB1462 asked, what else do you recommend staking or yield farming your algo? Now this was left on my Yieldy update on what they have coming and some of the issues with them. Well, and then what I responded, I still like Yieldy, like I still use it. So just because I'm pointing out some criticisms does not mean necessarily that I don't like it. However, I did mention that I'm also using Algo Stake, and I've actually been pretty happy with it. I kind of like I said earlier in the stream, I'm kind of warming up to the idea that I kind of like the idea that it's left in your wallet. I originally was a little skeptical because they did employ smart contracts, but I'm starting to wonder if that's not the better thing. Because, like, if Algo Stake goes away tomorrow, at least I have all my coins. I mean, obviously, the Algo Stake coin itself will be kind of useless, but at least I'm not losing everything. And I don't think there's a way to exploit it when it doesn't leave your wallet. By the way, this wasn't a question, but I just want to point this out. Melanie had a woman named Melanie had said, thank you. Just a little old senior citizen here, trying not to let technology pass me by. And I turned to your videos first. Like, that's cool, man. She says, you do have a way of explaining a complete concept using simple terminology. I can't say I grasp things 100% first viewing, but if I just understand one thing, I am a happy camper. And dude, that is so cool. That's like, that just made my day. Like, so in my day job, I'm a journalist. So my job is to take a local journalist, not like I don't work at the Times or something like that. I just work at a local newspaper. I run it actually. The my whole career has been taking like really complicated stuff like municipal finance and boiling it down so the average person can kind of understand it. So, and that's exactly what I wanted to do with crypto. I just felt like there's way too many hype channels. There's way too many places that just don't really explain it well to you. And so I wanted to be the place where you could go where you could understand this stuff. And also not just understand it, but I want to be completely transparent and honest and straightforward with this stuff. So I don't just like hype this stuff. Like I try it out and I tell you what goes right and what goes wrong. A lot of stuff goes wrong too. That's been one of my frustrations when I would watch a video on something and I get really excited about it and I think, okay, cool, like this might be something I want to try out. And then I try it out and my experience isn't reflected on what that video showed because they didn't show all the stuff that goes wrong. Great example is Townstar NFT. They didn't talk about the guy, one of the guys I follow on Townstar content didn't talk about the challenges with the gas fees and how crazy it is and how you have to send gas to it. You have to send Ethereum to the platform in Townstar, and that costs gas, and then you got to pay it again. Like, just you gotta tell people that stuff. I just don't understand why you wouldn't. Anyway, another one that came in said he said he failed to vote in the last two governance participations because he was so busy. And then he asked kind of like how to be familiar with it, how to vote and when. Well, this is a good question, and I'll use it as a jumping point. How do you vote? Well, the whole point is to be it's all done in the same spot that you sign up for it in the first place. It's usually a month into the period. So like we'll see the next one in May, probably is when we'll see the vote, as I recall. But it's always been kind of like that. And yeah, voting is really simple. You just like clicking a button on the Algorand governance page. So, and I have lots of videos. So I also told them just follow my follow my channel, because that's, I always tell that stuff. So uh, that's a probably good question though, because some people might be wondering about that. Let's see what else we got. Hey guys, remember I see we have a lot of people join the channel. If you want your questions answered on Algorand or anything crypto too, I will try my best. Just let me know. Leave a question in the comments. Super chats will get priority, but I'll probably end up answering everyone's questions. So anything you want to know, or even leave a comment, whatever, just let me know, and it will answer your question. Let's see. Oh, someone asked, Lisa Smith asked, when you link Para Wallet to governance and commit your algo, are you supposed to disconnect it? I had someone else ask about this too, about disconnecting the wallet. Now, I've never disconnected it. I've just never bothered. So pretty much every time I log into the governance page, I'm logged in, and I don't necessarily see a reason not to do that. I don't think you have to disconnect. Anybody else could feel free to chime in on that if you disagree, or something I don't. But I always leave mine connected, and it hasn't been a problem yet. This is a good one too, and maybe this will be the last question I do off of my comments. Someone asked about, and they said they put in 1,547 algo and they got 38 back. They said, I'm bad at math, but how is 38 algo off of 1547 even close to 10%? It's like 2%. Well, it's actually 2.4, 2.5. It's somewhere around there. And what he's misunderstanding, and this stuff can be confusing, so I want to explain this. So 10% is the APY. That means it's projected as if you were going to have this for a full year, it would be 10%. Like that's your rate. So for example, like if someone said they were going to pay me $10 an hour and I work for 15 minutes, well, I'm not getting, my rate is $10 an hour. Just like your rate here is 10% per year, but the period is only 3 months. Just like I'm only working for 15 minutes. So I get paid $2.50, just like you get 2.5% on your Algorand. That's probably better than I explained it in the comments, unfortunately. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, we got some questions in the comments. So let's scroll down. Boom 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 says, what price do you see Algo going to if Bitcoin drops down to $20,000? So now I typically don't do price predictions, just because I don't really necessarily have anything to base it on. What I will say is we'll probably see a drop, because Algo has often followed Bitcoin, but much more slowly. So you probably won't see as big of a drop, just like you don't see as big of a price jumping up. Like we said, we've seen as high as, I'm trying to remember how high it got. It was definitely over $2 at one point, and I sold a bunch off, and then I bought it back when it came down to, I don't know, like $1.60 or 70 or something. And of course, it crashed further than that, so I've been buying since. But so that's probably the best I would say. I know that's not that's not the answer everyone wants to hear when they ask questions like that, but that's what I got. What I would recommend though, and this is not financial advice, hashtag not financial advice, yada yada, is that if you see Bitcoin drop, or if you see Algo drop a lot lower than it is now, I'd say it's definitely in buy territory, and I will be buying more. Even at the prices now, I'll probably be buying more, because I think in a few years it's definitely going to be above a couple dollars. But also, I think Algo is the blockchain that you buy, not necessarily for price action, but for all the projects that it gives you access to. And one of the things Cliff and I were talking about, Cliff from the Algorand project, Algorand, they keep saying that wrong, Algorand. One of the things we talked about was that Algorand, everything is just so much easier to use on Algorand that you can, yeah, you're welcome, boom, boom, boom. Just that it's so much easier to use than all the other projects. So I think the real value is that it's actually kind of stable. It's not as volatile as a lot of other coins, and that can be kind of a bummer if you're like really hoping for that that pump in the price action. But it's also like it's kind of a feature instead of a bug, because it means it's going to stay fairly stable, and then because of that, you will actually uh, it makes it more functional. Because look at the price of Ethereum; it shot way up, and that's cool if you're just holding on to Ethereum. But it sucks if you want to do anything with it, because that just means that the gas fees go through the roof. So there's trade-offs, right? I hold Ethereum, but I don't really use it for anything. I used it. The only thing I used it on is buying a NFT on Townstar, and that hasn't really paid off yet. With the price of Town went way down, and now I'm gonna have to be farming for a while before I make that money back. So, but it'll get there eventually, and it's fun, and I get to try it out for the channel, so that's cool too. Let's see, virtual reality. Well, I'll just acknowledge Jared Reed. Think great content. Thanks. Hey, thanks so much for that. I appreciate that. Virtual reality for me says I voted on governance last cycle for the first time and didn't see the rewards I'd earned after the cycle completion. Where did I find that info? Well, that's a bummer. I don't know about that, because it should just, you don't really get like a notification or anything. It just kind of pops up. One day you just look at your account and there's more in there. So now remember, it was less than it was last time. And so I actually got, in fact, it was quite a bit less. I put more into governance than I did the previous time, and I got less out of it, which was, that's never very much fun. But it's like you're kind of just holding it there. So it's not like I did a ton for it, but it's still like, I think that's probably going to happen this time too, unless a lot of people just don't participate. But we saw pretty good participation in it. In fact, why don't we take a look at that? Sorry, this will just take me a second to pull up. Algorand stats. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know about algorandstats.com, they have a really great. I'm so glad I can share my screen now. I don't think they let me do that before. Brave tab, Algorand stats. And I know I've talked about this before. Yeah, voting is going to be the end of April to the start, like May 14th, which is kind of what I talked about. So here's boy, that's really taken a while to load up. It usually doesn't take that long. Not sure what the deal is there. Is my computer just being slow? Maybe I can close Tinychart and some other things. Boy, usually it is loaded up by now. Well, as I recall, what we were seeing is we didn't have quite as much, but there was time to go, and I didn't check it like after the period ended. So yes, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to cut out about that. This pleases the Ottoman Emperor. That's good. That's good stuff. I'm gonna save that one. The Ottoman Empire. I like that. People don't know what an Ottoman is. It's that little stool that goes in front of your couch, right? Yeah. I don't know if people even have those anymore, but yeah. Any other questions you guys got? Be on the stream for a little bit longer. Maybe I can let's see if that loaded up now. I'll just refresh it. Guys, feel free to ask some questions, because we're gonna close her up in I don't know. I don't want to go more than a half hour, really. So probably another 6 minutes or so. But I like that. I like that Ottoman Emperor. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what to do. I haven't ever had it. Haven't Haven't ever had it where the governance rewards didn't show up. They take a while, but they should be there by now. And it's pretty much one fell swoop. So you might want to look through your crypto through your either my Algo or Para wallet and double check it. I hadn't heard about any issues. I know, like usually in the first couple days, there's always a bunch of people asking about it, but it does take some time. Kind of surprised it hasn't come through yet. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got, guys. If well, maybe I'll just look through if I had any more. Um, oh yeah, and some people were talking about the price. Someone else had actually reached out to Yieldy about the price variation. I don't know. I don't know if you guys watched that one, but I talked about how Yieldy had they have a different price than Tinychart has, and a lot of people might think, well, why is that? Well, here's the reason. Um, the Yieldy uses the ERC20, which is the Ethereum-based version of Yieldy, and that's what they put on their front page. And I don't know why; it doesn't make any sense. Whereas, the actual ASA one is the one that's reflected on Tinychart, and I think it would be really easy at least to label it ERC20. I mean, that's an easy fix. For sure, that's an easy fix. I know that's an easy fix. It's got to be. Just from my time in web development, that's got to be an easy fix. But not that I'm like a web expert. I don't want to put that out there, but I've definitely done enough where usually just changing text on a website is pretty easy. So they could at least make it clear that it's the ERC20 version, but I think they're not doing that because it makes Yieldy look like it's worth a lot more than it actually is, and that's a little frustrating. So that's just some of the problems I have with Yieldy, and I'm not like saying it's a scam or it's bad or you shouldn't use it. I'm just saying like there's some stuff that they do that I don't like. There's some practices I think they could improve. So, all right, I think we're losing everybody. I think thanks so much for watching, everyone who's left, and thanks for leaving your questions. I hope I was able to answer some of them, and we'll probably do this again. Maybe a little more organized next time. This time I just kind of did it impromptu to try it out and play around with it. So I kind of like the format of going through the. Yeah, he did. He stopped using Yieldy. I use it, but I've been kind of into algo stake lately too. I like the idea that it just stays in your wallet. You don't have to worry about an exploit. Again, if there's someone that knows better than me, I just don't see how it could, because the stuff stays in your wallet. But if it does, I'm always looking to learn more. So if anyone knows about that, but I think Yieldy just has to change some of its practices. I think that's been one of my frustrations with them. Just be a little more transparent. That's all it takes. But I don't have a major problem with Yieldy. I'm kind of looking into another project that I think might be in Algorand territory. So we'll keep an eye out for that. We got that coming. Like I said, I talked to the CEO of Algorand today, and I will be putting that video up over the weekend sometime, probably Sunday, if not Monday at the latest. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, guys. As I always say, we'll see you in the future.